What I want to do here is I'm going to read for you from Daybreak in Gaza. It's a collection of stories of Palestinian lives and culture, edited by Mahmoud Muna and Matthew Teller. So these stories are quite short, and I will read them one by one. In each video, you will see one or hear one. So let's start with the preface. It's quite good. After Nuremberg, after the Khmer Rouge, after Rwanda and Srebrenica and Darfur and Sinjar, the world kept saying never again. Yet in Gaza in 2024, we are facing the burning of books and bodies. How should we, in homes of safety, respond to genocide and to the complicity of our own governments? What specifically is the role of writers, artists, and others engaged in the creative industries? There are no easy answers. Futility stares us down on every side. Nevertheless, showing solidarity with victims and survivors is one response and can take many forms. Solidarity prompted us, Mahmoud Muna, bookseller and cultural activist in Jerusalem, and Matthew Teller, UK-based journalist and author of Nine Quarters of Jerusalem, supported by UNRWA's communications director Juliette Touma and later Gazan journalist Jayab, I'm sorry if I mispronounce, Abu Safia, to launch this project. At a time when Palestinian people everywhere are in trauma and experiencing unimaginable personal horror, it was a privilege to produce a book that we hope will be of lasting value in preserving Gaza's culture and retelling Gaza's stories for new audiences. Daybreak in Gaza gathers together almost 100 accounts of Gazan lives and stories from before and during Israel's ongoing bombardments. The language could be sharper. It is an attempt to amplify marginalized voices and illuminate hidden histories to evoke the spirit of a place under attack through the lives of its people. We contacted hundreds of people, not just Gaza's poets and writers, but also its doctors and shopkeepers, its farmers and office workers. At a time of profound anguish, bereavement, and loss, we found that Gazans, even though surviving starvation and bombardment inside Gaza, and according to me, the most sadistic stuff Israelis can cook up, were not only willing to talk, but often desperate to do so. Stories poured out in an unimaginable context of death and wholesale destruction. Gazans wanted urgently to be heard, to record and preserve whatever once accounted as normal and valuable and meaningful. Many were keeping war diaries already, unpublished or posted piecemeal on social media. Others spoke to us at length or recorded voice messages for us to transcribe. Together, they paint a picture that eviscerates media stereotypes of Gaza as a valueless slum. That's correct. That's the image you get from the media. They demonstrate the depth and richness of Gaza society simply by asserting prosaically that crops are harvested in Gaza's fields, that young lovers in Gaza shop for jewelry and phones, that families picnic on Gaza's beaches, that priests baptize Gazan babies, that students catalog Gaza's archaeological sites, that elders preserve stories and ephemera from Gaza's past as the foundation of Gaza communities today. We completed this book in 3 months from March to May 2024. So it was already really bad in March and May 2024, but it only got worse, of course. Editors in London, Paris, Amman, Cairo, Jerusalem, and when communications allowed, Gaza gathered, transcribed, and translated testimonies. Some interviews were conducted face to face, others were done by stitching together text messages and voice notes, often received in the small hours of the morning with bombing audible behind speakers' voices. It is a snapshot of a single moment. In many cases, we don't know what has happened to our Gaza contributors since they spoke to us. We can only hope they have survived. Profits from the sale of this book will support the charity Medical Aid for Palestinians. I didn't know that. That's amazing. Mahmoud, Muna, and Matthew Teller, July 2024. And then, of course, it starts with the testimonies, and I will read the first one in the next video. Thank you.